From dark jungles and deep swamps, dense forests, and hidden laboratories around the world. Primal rage, high-tech circuitry, servos, blood, flesh and sinew, creatures and beings, automatons, mysteries never before dreamed. And nightmares never before viewed. Come now and join us for Creepies and Beep Beeps. I have to admit, I have been so impressed with Jada toys this past year. I had to start diving into their Universal Monsters, and I've not been dissatisfied completely with anything that they've done. I mean, some are better than others, and I say that as a caveat to this video for The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man is one of those movies that's just freaking great. But if you get down to the grit of it, the actual Invisible Man is just a dude in a bathrobe. Every once in a while he puts on a trench coat, but I mean, he is not seen. I mean, that is the point of the film. He's not seen. And as such, when you see him, it's kind of odd, and it's not really necessarily scary per se, because once he goes invisible, it's like, woohoo, where is he at? How do you do an Invisible Man figure? I applaud Jada's Toys' effort to try to do one, and I think they did the best they could possibly do, because I mean, why they didn't go for Phantom of the Opera or something else like that is beyond me. They went for Invisible Man. They did good. Again, they did good, but it's like, this is a hard one to translate because he just looks like a dude lounging. Uh, the only thing that really separates him from being a dude lounging is the bandages around the head. He has a cool swappable head where it's like his hand is grasping the bandages, pulling them off. That's pretty awesome, and I like it. It's a good touch. My only problem is that there's this ball joint in the top of it for the ball joint for the head. I looked at it. I don't think there's any way to avoid it. And of course, you pop the head off, and there's this big ball joint, so you can't even like pretend he took all his bandages off. That, I don't know if they thought about that, but they did think about, like, when he pulls his glove off. Another great accessory. He has a hand pulling his glove off, and it's like you can just not have another hand on that side, and it's like he's invisible, and that's pretty cool. He's got a couple of graspy hands. One, he can grasp his flask, or he can grasp his book, both of which are very necessitated for his invisible formula. So again, and he's got fists, and he's got this open hand. I mean, all cool accessories. You can get him into some surprisingly dynamic poses. He's not terrible in the slightest bit. He seems to be the hardest one to come by, though. I initially ordered this off of Amazon. It was not on sale, or if it was on sale, it was only like $1 off or something. Okay, so it got lost. I asked for a replacement. They couldn't do a replacement. I resorted to Evil Bay. I did eventually find one. I noticed some of the prices on eBay were kind of high, and I questioned them because I was like, is this guy getting valuable or something? I think it's just because people can't find him. I think that's all it is. I think a line might have petered out when he and Wolfman hit. And so there's but Wolfman seemed to be found a lot easier. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. Did they put him in cases and together, or was he short packed? Because everybody's like, who wants a guy in a bathrobe? Possible. But he seemed to be the hardest one for me to find, so he was the one I'm doing a video on this one first, just because he was the hardest one for me to find. I've got all the Universal Monsters at this point. I've not done dedicated videos to every single one of them. Look for that in the coming weeks. But these toys have been very, very impressive. I'm very happy with them. I can't say enough good things about them. I would have to say, definitely look out for them, and if you can, grab them, because they're really good. They're really cool. Jada toys. I mean, a lot of people are going on their Street Fighter line, and the time is right for that line. I agree, the time is right for that line. They should knock it out of the park, and it looks like they are. I like that they're doing that. Street Fighter was not my thing. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I like Mortal Kombat. But some people really love Street Fighter, obviously, and the line is doing good. I've got one figure from that. Their food mascot line is really fun, and the Universal Monsters are really good. Jada, I think, is really pushing and gonna really do some good things over the next year. So yeah, keep an eye on them. I think it's gonna be fun with Jada toys. So yeah, enjoy that. Meanwhile, other companies are just gonna dust off corpses and try to redo what they already did. Don't know who I'm talking about there. You can interpret that a couple of ways. And you'd probably be right on all of them. Anyway, thank you for watching this look at the Invisible Man. I mean, I should have just put a black screen up and just said there he is. But I didn't. I'm not mean. Thanks, guys. You have a good one. Bye.